Hey guys, it's Rocket Man Dan. Welcome to episode 10. I wanted somewhere a bit easier to go to this week because Gilly was a bit of a pain, let's just say. So I've accepted a little mission just to build a station around Minmus. But it's not going to be an ordinary station. I think we've done this before in a previous playthrough. I want to actually build some little rescue pods that go around Minmus. So if somebody gets stuck, we can rescue them quite easily at a very low cost. So we've got to have somewhere that's got all the usual things: an antenna, docking port, and it can generate power. It's got to have room for 5 kerbals and hold stability, obviously. So I want to start off with this. Let's get rid of that now. I want to start off with this, and I'm just going to put a science thing on there because I'm going to build a little lander on top of it also. So we've got plenty of room for science to go on top of everything. But I'm just looking for lights because we know how dark it can get on kerbal. So we just put these lights on like so. If you want to build one of these, you won't have to bother with anything like this. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't usually. If I'm just playing just for me, I don't usually like to. Also, yeah, I've unlocked a few things with that science we earned from Gilly. I didn't put it on because it's just, you know, me agonising over which choices to make, which pieces to buy first. So it's easier just to do it this way. I'm not taking all the science, just the small ones, resettable ones. And we'll need a heat shield on it. Let's sort by size, my favourite way to do it. I think we can drop that ablator down, honestly. And want a decoupler. Where is it? TD12. And a fuel tank. This has only got to make us land on Minmus, and also get home from Minmus, and it's not that much really. I can't remember the exact numbers, but this should do it, hopefully anyway, he says. And there we go. One of these little engines will be more than enough. Is it a spark, is it? Yeah, a spark. Want some landing gear on this puppy. There we go. ×4 symmetry. I think just there. That should be fine, just like that. Let's start retracted, and also get some solar panels on there. Where are they? There we go. Only a couple should do. Where shall I put them? Yeah, there should be fine, shouldn't it? Ooh, you know what we haven't actually done on this playthrough? Any of that, what do we call it? Ground science. So I think we can do it this time. Let's, where's a controller? Control station, we need one of them. And we're going to stick, what? I don't know how many they need actually. 4 solar panels, maybe. And an aerial. Now what else? We've got room for 3 more. Want the seismic thing. The it's a mystery goo basically. And now we've got the weather, or the iconographer. Let's say weather. So I think that's everything. Weather, mystery goo, a seismometer, an aerial, loads of solar panels, and a control station. And let's just have a look. Where is it? Delta V for Minmus. So we'll say 1201. Yeah, that's loads. Also, now we could move those up if we wanted to. It seems to just fit perfect there as well. It's like it was made for it. Let's have a see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. There we go. And actually, actions, action group 1 can be those solar panels. Great. Yeah, that's looking good so far. Let's just turn those lights off though. Lights off. Now, coupling. Going to get a mini docking port just here. And we're going to disable crossfeed, that's very important, and enable the staging. So now, what do we do now? We want to have one of those and a battery. Where's a battery? It'll be an electrical, obviously. And we'll get one of these ones, just like that. And no, we can't get another one of them from there. We want another one of these, just like that. But we're also going to get one of these. See, just perfect. But haha, we'll be clever and actually add some of this as well, because why not? And now we'll want a fuel tank. I'm thinking something like this size but that colour, and an engine. Where's the poodle? This one. Shall we go for the different variant this time? Just like that. Yeah, that's plenty of Delta V as of yet. But we need room for 4 more people, was it? So I'm going to go into structural. I'm going to get some of these small hard points, and I'm going to put one there like that. And where's a small fuel tank? Just one of these. In white, I believe. I like it in white. That looks kind of believable. Let's just copy all of that and then get rid of the rest of everything like that. And now we also want a decoupler, TD12, and then a heat shield. Where are the heat shields? Thermal. There we go. Put one on there like that. Let's turn some of that down actually and get some pods. Yeah, that's just perfect. And parachute. There we go. And what else can we get on there? What else do we need? Oh, actually, before the parachute, it actually needs a probe core for just in case there's nobody to control it, which there won't be, which means it'll need an aerial. Communications, that one should be enough. Just put that there-ish, I think. And a solar panel. Just copy one of these and put it there. I think they're about similar weights. Just there like that. What else? It'll also need some mono propellant thrusters. There we go, RCS. I knew it would come to me eventually, if I just thought about it long enough. Just like that. And also we're going to put a light on it as well, just the one. We don't want the part count going up too much. Just like that. Maybe we should actually rotate that just a bit. There we go. Not the prettiest thing, but it gets the job done. Yeah, we can see plenty with that. Now we've got aerial, probe, a battery. Shall we put a battery on this side? Electrical. Let's just give it, I know it's got a solar panel, but you never know. So we could move that down a bit. Just put the battery there a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'm liking that. Do we need anything else on it though? It's got an aerial. But that hasn't got an aerial. We'll sort that out afterwards then. And it's got lights, doesn't it? Oh, does my command pod need a ladder? Let's just have a see. If I just put it there like that, extend the ladder. That seems to go down far enough, but I could rotate it a bit. Yeah, that's the right direction. But can I move it in slightly? No, wrong thing, Dan. Okay, I'm going to press F on the keyboard, and that has a way of changing things. I don't know how to do that with just a controller, unfortunately. So it's no. Okay, holding L1. No. So L1 and left with the analog stick to make it go closer. Now I've turned off snap. Just a touch. Just there like that. Okay, so we can turn off that place tool, and if I just go in actions and press number 4 and go on ladder, I wanted to toggle the ladder. And hopefully that should be good enough for getting in and out, but it's minimus, so we can just RCS up there if we need to. Now we're going to snap on symmetry times 4, and come on, there we go, bit more. Just going to put those there like that. No, we're not, because that's in the wrong position. Let's just bring it over again. Just there, I think. I like that. And I'm not liking how that top pod is just sitting on there. So I'm going to put some actual struts on it for a change. If I just put them there like so, and over here to these corresponding ones. That doesn't correspond at all. Okay, maybe if I try again and do it to different ones. Where are the corresponding ones? Is there not any? Is it in between? Is that what it corresponds to? Or is it them ones? Let's just go for them, because it doesn't matter that much. Now this big thing needs an aerial. I'm going to give it a direct antenna. There, methinks. Just there, and a small relay antenna for these other ships. I could do it just there like that. So, and if I bring it down lower, like that, it'll be more balanced. Maybe some solar panels for this as well, for when all of the pods have been engaged. I'm struggling to think if that's everything. See, that's got everything we need, I believe. Antenna, docking port, and can generate power. 5 kerbals, yes, and we need to put it around kerbing. Around Minmus, well, not about around kerbing. So I just need to bring this up here like that and get a decoupler, I believe, coupling. There we go, T25. That's brilliant. Don't worry about the stage, and I'll sort that out later on. I think that's that. And now I want payload, one of these. What are they called again? I've totally just lost it. Does it go around? Ooh, only just. It's called a fairing, by the way. I've just remembered. Got a memory like a goldfish. Maybe if we bring that up here and just like that. Oh, that's perfect. But now we need something to get us into space. So I'm thinking we go for the 3 Is it 3.5 or 3.25? It doesn't say. Anyway, the bigger size. So we want one of these. What colours can we have? That one there. That looks shiny. Well, actually, let's change the fairing as well to a gold. It's not actually gold, but it just looks cleaner. And what size tank is that? That's too big. Where are they then? There's this one. Yeah, that's the right size. I don't think that'll be enough though. I think we need a bit more than that. What have we got? The white option. So how many of those? Or would it be those? Would that be enough like that? Is that just triple the amount of that? No, that's definitely wrong. Come on. Just the one. There we go. It is just the one, isn't it? Yeah. And, oh hang on, let's change that delta V readout thing to kerbin. Where's kerbin? Kerbin at sea level. Let's maybe put that one at the bottom. Okay, and where's the mammoth? There it is. What does that say? 3531. Yeah, that should be plenty. So it'll go up a little bit as we get a bit higher anyway. Where are my favourite? There they are. AVR8. And we'll just pop these on. Like that. Okay. Alright, well I'm going to sort out some staging and some action groups. I'll see you on the launch pad. Okay. On the launch pad we are. It's not exactly a pretty looking ship, but it should get the job done. Let's just turn on that manoeuvre mode so I haven't got to keep switching. I think we can drop the thrust just a touch, and let's see how we go. There we go. Nice quiet lift off. Just keep dropping down that thrust a bit as well. Why not, eh? I think it coming in like 131,000 to build this. Well, not 100% really. I didn't really do too much, just check that staging. And we took the mono propellant out of the lander that we're using because I can't see why I would need it. Let's just turn over slightly, shall we? Just a bit. Drop that thruster weight again. This mammoth engine might be a bit much for it, but I just wanted to cut down on parts so it cuts down on stutter a little bit, because obviously this is quite a few parts. I can't remember exactly how many it was, but it was like over 100 I believe. So I just thought if we just got this one big booster, that means we haven't got to have a lot more engines, a lot more fuel tanks. You know, if we went the 2.5 metre way of doing things, I just thought, yeah, this is definitely going to be easier. And I know I've got the thrust then. When you've got one of these mammoth engines, a little load like this, you know, it's nothing to worry about really. We are getting a little bit of slowdown, not much, only a little bit. Obviously I'm playing this back in real time for you. No sped up footage just yet. We'll have a see how that goes as we're going along though. But just doing a nice little gravity turn. Slow and steady. Say slow and steady, we're going 450 meters a second ish. So not too slow. Let's just turn on stability assist now and just ride this all the way up to 50,000 I think. A predicted apoapsis of the 50,000 anyway. Can't get my words out. Not much staging to go on in this one. I don't even think we'll have to stage this before we get out of the atmosphere. I'm not sure that we could do. We'll see, I suppose. I can't wait to pop that fairing off though, so we can see a little bit more than just this. Because we're just About 22,000 now, and the KSC is looking a little bit like a dot as of yet. But those mountains aren't, though. They are looking quite big. Just gotta watch that thruster weight and just keep tapping it down a bit. We've still got 2,000 meters a second in this. I bet we could circularize it with this if we wanted to. I'm sure we'll see. But once we pop off of that fairing and we start using the poodle stage, ooh, actually that's quite a bit less than I thought we had. Thought it said something like 2,000, yeah, but then I've added a load of weight, obviously. So that 2,000's long gone. That should be enough to get circularised around Minima, so we'll just see if we use any to get circularised around Kerbin. Because I don't... Oh, that's gone a bit wrong there. I don't want to use too much of it, but I don't want to leave this big stage hanging around in space. Because why? You know? Then it's just left there for me to try and clean up. So realistically I want to eject it before our periapsis reaches out of the ground, because I've noticed that even if you detach something at say with a peri of 30,000, let's just say, the game doesn't make it disappear, because you know it won't just burn up, because once you're over 2 kilometers, I believe, yeah, once you're about 2 kilometers away from it, physics stop being calculated for it, so it'll just stay with that apoapsis of 30,000 and just keep going round. So I like to try and crash land it if I can, bit of litho braking. But this launch is actually going quite well. I'm quite happy with it, honestly. It does say 3 minutes in the corner that we've been flying for, but I believe it's longer. Obviously you'll be able to tell watching the video how long we've been launched for. But when the clock is orangey yellow, as it is now, that's a good indicator that the game's slowing down. And when it goes red, that means it's really slow. And you won't need the clock to tell you that your game's running slow then, because you can tell. But I don't think we've got too many parts. Nearly there now. Apo of 75. It's just locked to prograde, and we can speed things up just a little bit. Just physics warp them. Like it's gone red now. This is when the game can mess up most, when it's really trying hard to calculate things. So you want to keep it out the red as much as you can, really, or try not to do anything too silly whilst it's in the red. Let's cancel that and just make a manoeuvre just on our apoapsis. Add manoeuvre, just pull it back a bit. There we go. And we can see in the bottom left there where the predicted peri is going to be. That looks perfect. Oh, looks like we can get rid of this section. There we go. Lock to manoeuvre. Come on, go away now. Yeah, there we go. Lock to manoeuvre. Turn on the lights. There we go, we can see something now. Oh, and also get the solar panels out, because we've got lots of them. There we go, see? It's only a 2-second burn. I'll get rid of this big stage before then now, can we? Focus. Oh no, we don't need to focus on something up here, because when we get there we're going to be jettisoning the heaviest part, and that's where the camera usually focuses on, the heaviest part of your craft. So I think if we go now, there we go, and stage, turn on the engine, that should hopefully crash land into Kerbin now. Just bring up that peri. Oh, we're a little bit skew with 77, 75, but it's not the end of the world. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually quite happy with that. Let's see if we can do any science whilst we're up here. Temperature scan, no good, obviously. So we've done that. Crew report, no good. Gravity scan, though. That's something. There we go. And we can just save that by tapping 3 on the old keyboard. Right. Let's go. Oh, what's that? That's a piece of space junk. Just there. And look, it looks like... What's that from? That's from the Gilly base. It looks like that should be hitting. Look, it hasn't even got a Perry, it says. It's definitely in the atmosphere. I wonder what it is. Oh well. There's Minmus. Set as target. Now, Minmus at 12. 1, 2. Let's go here. Add maneuver. And give it about 950-ish. Somewhere like that. Let's just try there. 937 takes us out of the system. But that's closer, that. So let's just bring that back down again. Zoom out. Now if I just move the maneuver around, it looks like we're reaching it at its descending node. Just a tiny bit more prograde. And we've got some kind of encounter there. Let's just focus view and then open that maneuver again, if we can see it at all. There we go, and just move it around and we'll just get closer. So what's that? 925 meters a second. Can we zoom in? Yeah. Obviously we're not going to get it this perfect, and we'll have to do a mid-course correction. Well, that seems about right. So how long away is that? 31 minutes. So if I just slowly step up that time warp and then tap warp to next maneuver. There we go. I'll speed this up for you. Okay then, so we need to start our maneuver. I think that's 38 seconds before the node. Because half a minute is 30, half a 10 is 5, and half a 4 is 2. So actually that's 37 seconds before the node then. Okay, so can we just speed this up just a touch? Only a little bit. Yeah, I think that should do us for time warp. Let's say 37 seconds, so cut that out now and ignite. There we go. I know it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but I kind of like these little mini rescue pods because you can earn quite a bit of cash doing this, because you've already done the main expense. The main expense obviously is getting to Minmus, and if you've already got something around Minmus, well, there you go then. You know, you've done half the battles. You need to do is rendezvous with whoever's orbiting Minmus, and these should have a decent amount of delta V in each. I'm estimating, obviously, but you know, somewhere like 700 meters a second ish, maybe. Okay, I don't know, but you know. It'll be somewhere like that. Be somewhere around 700 meters, maybe more. Who knows? But it should definitely be enough. Hopefully we've remembered to pack everything, all the snacks and such. But it says we've got everything, and we just need to hold stability of Minmus. So, Minmus is always fun. It's quite easy to get to once you've been there a couple of times. It can be quite easy. Let's just cut that thrust a second. Just give it a little bit more. I'm only just gently tickling the throttle here, so I don't want it to shoot past. There we go, see. We've got something happening now. Cut that throttle off now, and we've still got 431 meters a second. There we go. Let's give it a little F5, shall we? Just a quick save. and we're going to plan a manoeuvre somewhere in between the Mun and Minmus, where it's cheapest. It doesn't need to be perfect, honestly, because it's just going to be orbiting Minmus. So we just want to bring it down a bit, obviously, because it's no good where it's at. If we wanted to get a perfectly equatorial manoeuvre, orbit, what am I on about, manoeuvre? If we wanted to get a perfectly equatorial manoeuvre, we would have had to adjust our inclination whilst I was around kerbing, and that's expensive, and we don't need to. It's much cheaper to do it on the way and just get almost perfect, and you can adjust your orbit once you get there anyway. This should definitely have enough. Oh, that's a bit too low for a base, because sometimes they're out there and sometimes they're real close. I was thinking maybe like there, 30,000, but we've still got to do that manoeuvre yet. So let's just lock to manoeuvre, flip that around, and I'm going to save again, because who doesn't like saving all the time? And now if I open that manoeuvre and go to the manoeuvre editor, I can get this warp to next manoeuvre, but I'm just going to start off. So, did you just see that jump then, that our predicted path? See, it did it again when we time warped. I'm just going to step it up nice and gentle, and now warp to next manoeuvre. But we've got that quick save just in case anyway. It's only a very small burn. It says 0.2 seconds. Look at this, it's all over the place now. Let's just give it a gentle burn. Whoa, that was too far even. What does this look like? Okay, what's happened? There we go. It's a little bit low, I'm not going to lie. Let's just go up just a touch. That'll do nicely. And that's 51,000. That's a bit further away than I wanted. I'm going to turn this engine down like a pro. Just turn it down just to there. It doesn't matter exact numbers. But let's just gently burn prograde and get it to about 30,000-ish, I think. It's a nice safe height for Minmus. A touch more and too far. How did I go too far? I swear I need a new prescription on my glasses, because I can barely make out the numbers anymore. Let's make a manoeuvre on our Perry. Add manoeuvre there. Should only be a short burn. Like I said, Minmus is nice and easy. Once you've been a couple of times, you get to learn all its little tricks. So at power 30, yeah, that'll do. Let's just do that. And turn up the throttle again, all the way to full. What's that, a 12-second burn? Oh, nothing at all. Oh, but we are high above kerbing, so let's do a little bit more science. We've got that, we've got that. We need that. Another 30 science. It all adds up. And for once we'll use the radial. Press 3. And we've stored it in that science storage thingy. That experiment storage unit. Right, let's flip on over to manoeuvre. And I want to warp to just here, because I want to get high above Gilly. Not Gilly. Still stuck on that last episode. Got PTSD from it. Let's warp here. Just to the sphere of influence. I'll speed this part up. Even better. There we go. And let's get one high over Minmus. Because why not. There it is. Apparently we're over the lowlands currently. So I suppose you could use this going over and over again. Like if you just orbited Minmus, you'd be over all the biomes. And then you can just like really get all the science that you need just from this one thing. But let's warp to next manoeuvre, shall we? I'm not even going to step it up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just watch it coming in. There we go. Pity we're on the dark side, but you can't have everything. Fast forward just a touch. And we need to do it 6 seconds before the node. So now. There we go, we've almost got our mission complete now. Well, the mission we're being paid for. But if you're being paid for it, you may as well do something else whilst you're at it. There we go, that looks good enough. 30 and 29. Let's cancel that manoeuvre. Point normal. Oh, it spins nicely. Oh, and that little green flash means our mission is complete. There we go. So how do we find out how much money we've got now? Oh, nearly 1 million again. Okay, so now we want to separate. So let's flip this round and separate. Perfect. Just burn the engine just a gentle amount just to get away from that part. And point retrograde. Perfect. Now where's somewhere on the light side? Okay. I wanted a flat area, honestly, and that area is about to go into the dark. So I'm going to speed this up till somewhere's in the sun. This looks about good now. We're pointing retrograde. Just speed it up just a touch again. Too far. But okay, let's just do a big retrograde burn then. Really big. Because the planet's still turning, so we've got chance. Yeah, that's fine. It's a bit bigger than I normally like to do, I'm not going to lie. But that's it. That means we should now land. Yeah, that's where there's a cursor. There. That's the pods, the rescue pods over there. But luckily we don't need them just yet. So deploy that landing gear. We'll turn the altimeter above ground level. We'll point retrograde to the surface. We will flip round to that direction. There we go. And speed this up a little bit. Nice crash landing. Come on, not too far. I think at 3,000 it stops. Yeah, there we go. And let's just kill off some of that velocity, shall we? I think we've got plenty of time. He says, heart in his mouth. Yeah, this should be fine. This is fine. Yeah, it really is though. Still got 1,000 feet to go. Meters. Oh, and we can't time warp. Let's physics warp then. Till we get just a bit closer. And we'll kill off some more velocity. Actually, we'll kill off quite a lot. And then maybe we've got chance to do one of these. Nope. Can't do anything, unfortunately. There we go. So gently, ever so gently. Okay, we're going too slow now. I overdid it on the gentleness. There we go, just slow it down. Textbook landing. bouncing all. Has those lights gone off? Oh, that's a shame. Let's turn them back on. Okay, it's a bit bright on the floor, but that's fine. Let's do a little bit of science whilst we're here. Temperature. Greater flats. Have we already been here then? Oh, we've got a seismic scan anyway. Atmospheric. Yeah, there we go. Oh well. So we'll do a number 3. Will we? Ah, keyboard doesn't work whilst I've got the cursor out. We'll save that like that. Now we can do a number 4. Get the ladder out. And now we can EVA Jeb. Turn on Jeb's light, shall we? And I believe if we just tap square on there, get the experiment storage unit and hover over Jeb. There we go. Now Jeb can climb down. So let go. And for your benefit, I'm going to speed up the whole process of me deploying all of these. So place this. Okay, that seems to about have done it. Let's press interact. I don't know what that does. Oh, he just fiddles with the buttons, does he? That's not your job, Jeff. Interact. It's not Jeff, it's Jeb. Why did I say Jeff? Oh, that's it. A bit of percussive technical know-how there. Right then, let's get Jeb back home. I'm sure everybody's got a lot to say to him. No, don't climb that. Come on. I should call you Jeff. Come on, there we go. You're Jebediah Kerman. There we go. Board that. We'll pack away the ladder. And we'll also save because I don't want to set all those up again. And we'll turn on SAS. We've got 937 Delta V. That's plenty. We've collected all the science, I believe. And now we can set off. There we go. Just roll on over. And full throttle. No wind resistance here. We've just got to watch out for the hills. Only a few of them to worry about. And none in my path, I don't think, anyway. Let's see how this goes, though. That should be tall enough. 12,000. What's that? Oh, there's Kerbin just up there. Can you see? Yep, we'll be back soon, Kerbin, don't worry. So, if we... what would happen if right now, add maneuver, if we just went full prograde? What would happen? Oh, that's wrong, you see. But what about if we do it a bit further on? Oh, money encounter there. Let's give it a bit more prograde. And we'll save getting orbital of Minmus. No, not the Mun, please. Move out the way, Mun. No, that's just in the way all the time there. How about if we move the maneuver? Maybe a bit of retrograde. There we go. So now just give it a little bit more prograde. Perfect. So, 200 meters per second, we'll be back home. Let's face that maneuver. This way we don't have to get orbital of Minmus. And fast forward just a touch. How long's that been? 25 seconds, so 12.5 beforehand, 12.5 after. So cut that there. Now, there we go. And that means we've got orbital of Minmus, that little camera wobble. We don't need to get orbital of Minmus, but we are. And now that means we've left Minmus, I believe. I'm not 100%. Well, this should just take us right back to Kerbin. Just gently, for the last couple of meters per second. There we go. Oh, we've still got 563 available. What's the Perry actually say though? 28, yeah, that's fine. Let's gently time warp, shall we? Whilst throwing in a quick save. And just warp to here. That's in 5 days though. Hopefully these lights don't turn off or drain all the battery. We've had that done to us before, haven't we? There's Kerbin. Oh, the mun's coming in a little bit close then. Actually going to change that to above sea level and make Jeb point normal. Where's the sun? Just over there, so we'll point our ship that direction. So it's getting maximum sunlight. And focus on down here. What's that? 28,000, that's perfect. Warp there. Perfect. We'll just give it a little time warp just to help things along just a little bit. And Jeb can get home. Now nobody has to sit in that horrible space station around Minmus. Nearly time to release the fireworks. Get ready to stage. There we go, we're in the atmosphere. We're only coming in a little bit hot. Could be worse. Oh, there we go. I think the physics have stopped working on that. Could be wrong. Oh, looks like we're going for a nice splashdown as well. In the daylight though, so that's always a bonus. And maybe we've earned a little bit of science as well. Only a little bit, I believe. At least we're coming in for a splashdown because we might be a bit heavy with this science thing on these experiments and the heat shield and everything else that goes along with it. But one parachute should be enough realistically. Mind though, I did forget to auto strut everything. So there is that. Let's pop that chute, shall we? There we go. Get to see it unfurl. Oh, it seems to be plenty. We've slowed down quite a lot. Speed this up a little bit. Oh, can we do anything whilst we're here though? Temperature scan, nice. Crew report. Can't believe we haven't done these. There we go, flying at Kerbin. Why not get them? Well, if we haven't done them flying, have we done them landed? Let's collect that science. There we go. And splash down. Let's press 2. Temperature scan, no we didn't. Crew report, gravity scan, nice. And a pressure scan. Can't believe we haven't done these. That means we haven't done an EVA report. And Jeb gets to keep his helmet off now. There we go. EVA. No, we have done that. Oh, can we take surface sample though? Have we done that? No, we haven't. Okay then, that's not that interesting. Let's board and recover vessel. Nice little mission, not too much science, 245, but it could be worse. Okay, listen, hit me up in the comments, let me know where you think I should go next time, and I'll have a think about it. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, maybe leave me a comment, that'd be great. See you next time. Bye bye.